Good evening and welcome to the January 7th, 2024 Old Bridge Township Council meeting. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance and a prayer. To the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment of silence to remember those who are fighting our freedoms here and abroad, for those who have our first responders, and for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. This evening, Dr. Greenberg-Bell, would also like to do a moment of silence.
Yes, we lost a very dear friend this past week, Phil McGovern. Phil McGovern was on the parking utility. He was very active in town. He was on the Historical Society also, and he will be missed by many. He's very sad.
Yes, and all those who perished in New Orleans, please, a moment of silence. Our prayer, Mr. Pasquitti.
I would like to have a moment of silence also.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Tonight, we remember Phil Terranova. Phil was integral in starting the Old Bridge Township Before and After program in 1989. He also was an Old Bridge school teacher, simultaneously running the program until he retired in 2004. The program was a model of how a township could run a before and after program with each site located in the public school that the children attended during the school day. Mr. Terranova sadly passed away on December 13th at the age of 81. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember Phil and his contributions to a vital program for our students and their children. A moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Okay, next, Mr. Pasquetti, our prayer.
Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve you in this chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us the strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on December 16, 2024, and is posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be determined after the resolution approving our 2025 council meeting dates are addressed. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Present.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Here.
Councilman DePalma.
Here.
Councilman Desai is absent. Councilman Garcia.
Present.
Councilman Murphy.
Here.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Here.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli.
Present.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes, here. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the meeting. We'll begin with mayoral appointments, please. Mayor Walker.
I'll begin with the appointments to the Cultural Arts. Evelyn Rosario, term, 3-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2027. Angela Cuso, Cultural Arts, 3-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2027. The Environmental Commission, Glenn D'Antuno, 3-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2027. Neil Greenspan, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2027. The Historical Commission, Richard Puccielli, 3-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2027. Linda McGovern, 3-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2027. And then the Planning Board, Gary Hagopin, he's the mayor's designee from 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2025. Casey Lenning, Class 2 member, 1-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2025. Tina Masilla, 4-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2028. Edward Ferreira, 2-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2026. Next is the Shade Tree Commission. Dina Talamo, 5 years, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2029. William Hoban, 5-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2029. And then I have the appointments with council consent now. So for the library board, for the unexpired term, Gina Talamo, I have a 5-year term, 1/1/24 to 12/31/2028. I need that council consent.
It's a regular term. Gina Talamo is an unexpired term. She's filling the seat, so from 1/1/2024 to 12/31/2028. The mayor's recommendation is for Ms. Gina Talamo, and I just need a motion from council to approve the mayor's recommendation.
Second.
Moved by,
Second.
okay, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Next, I have the redevelopment agency, Nancy Sheehan Weber, 5-year term, Class B Commissioner, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2029. I guess we'll do them individually.
Yes.
Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pesky.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Next, Anthony Constantino, Class B Commissioner, 5-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2029.
Move it.
Second.
By Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pesky.
Okay. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Next, redevelopment agency, Class B Commissioner, Andrew LaFonte, 5-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2029.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pesky.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Abstain.
Abstain? Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes, thank you. Now recreation, she still needs to do, or they
Mayor, did you have the student appointment for the Recreation Board?
Yes, I do.
Associate?
I do.
Okay, so
That's
that
next.
one also. right?
I'll do that right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Rachel Renna, she's the associate high school member, 1-year term, 1/1/25 to 12/31/2025.
And that
Move
was-
it.
That was just the mayor's
Right.
appointment.
No, we don't need to, right. Okay, so that's who she has, Renna, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And that concludes it.
Okay, next will be appointments by the council. Resolution appointing the township clerk, Catherine Hutchinson, as tax assessment officer.
Move it.
And the dates are?
It's
1
1/1/2025 through 12/31/2025.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr.
DePalma.
DePalma.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes. Resolution appointing the chief financial officer, Dawn Swoboda,
Move it.
as public agency compliance officer pursuant to NJAC 17:27-3.3 for the year 2025.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pasquini.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes. Resolution appointing the Assistant Tax Collector, Amanda Howell, as Tax Search Officer for the year 2025.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pasquity.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
That's 8 yeses.
Okay, resolution appointing Township Planner Vina Savant as Municipal Housing Liaison for the year 2025? Okay, for the year 2025.
Move it.
Do I have a second? Second. Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Garcia.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay. Next is Ethics Standards Board. I need a nomination for board member. I'll nominate Gunaz Diaz and as a board member, and the term is 5 years. Appointment is 1/1/2025, expiration 12/31/2029.
Second.
We
Okay.
only need a,
You only need
okay.
a red, with this, you just need one person to make it the motion.
any other nominations for that specific term?
Zoning?
Hearing none. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, I now have another appointment to the Ethics Board, and this would be 5 years also, January 1st, 2025 through 12/31/2029.
I nominate Robin Novo.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Abstain.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes, I just want to make a note that that board is comprised of different backgrounds and different parties so that there is a balance there, and it's not just a one-sided type of a board. There has to be a balance there. Okay, thank you. All right, next is resolution appointing council representatives and members to the Open Space Committee.
I nominate Mary Sohar. Council President Mary Sohar.
Okay, roll call, please.
That's also for a 1-year term.
Yes,
from
one-year
January
term, right, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2025.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Resolution appointing another Open Space Council member, and the term is the same. It's a one-year term, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2025.
I'd like to nominate Jill DeCaro.
I would, can I nominate?
Any other nominations?
I'd nominate Anita Greenberg.
So now when I read through your name, just let me know who you wish to cast your vote for.
Right.
Councilman Asatuli.
Anita Greenberg.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Jill DeCaro.
Councilman De Palma.
Dr. Belli.
Councilman Garcia.
Dr. Belli.
Councilman Murphy.
Dr. Belli.
Councilman Pasquity.
Dr. Anita Greenberg Belli.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
I'll vote for myself.
You vote for yourself. President Sohar.
Dr. Greenberg, please.
7 yeses for Dr. Anita Greenberg Belli.
Okay. Now, do you have, on here, do you have one for a member of the board?
Open space.
The member, okay. We have one open space for a member open, non-council, and that term is the 3-year term, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2027. Do I have a person that wants to nominate?
I nominate Neil Greenspan.
Okay, anyone else?
Any other nominations?
Roll call, please.
Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Resolution appointing a council representative to the planning board, and that's the same, it's the 1 year, correct? It doesn't have it on here, okay. So that's a 1 year, 1/2025, 12/31/2020.
I nominate Councilman Eric DePalma.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes,
8 yeses.
okay. Next, where's the recreation here?
So,
Council,
Recreation Committee,
for the council.
right, start with the council people.
Right, so resolution appointing council representatives and members to the Recreation Board. It'll be council representatives first. Do I have a nomination?
I nominate Councilman Darren Asatuli.
Any other nominations?
I nominate Councilman,
Yeah.
Just for this one seat.
Right, one at a time. So anyone else nominating for this particular seat?
Okay, roll
Okay.
call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, we have 3 council members to appoint to this board, so we've appointed one for one seat. Now we have a second seat available.
I nominate Councilman Eric DePalma.
Anyone else for this nominated, for this seat? Any other nominations? Okay, hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, now there's a third seat available for council member on the Recreation Board. Do we have someone want to nominate?
Councilman Garcia.
I'm sorry,
Councilman Garcia.
Garcia, okay.
Okay, any other nominations for that seat? Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Next will be members, volunteer members for the Recreation Board. And the first one is a term that's 2 years. It's January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2026. Do I have a nomination?
Yes, I nominate Ralph Gallo.
Anyone else? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We do one at a time, right?
Yes, one at a time. Okay, hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay. Now, next is committee member, and again, a 2-year term, 1/1/2025 through 12/31/2026. Do I have a nomination?
Vincent Forrester.
Okay. Is there anyone else nominated for this seat?
Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yeah.
Councilman Pasquini,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, next is a committee seat, same term, 2 years. Is there anyone that wants to nominate?
I nominate Laura Lavallo.
Okay. Anyone else for this seat?
Okay, hearing none. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, another committee member for the Recreation Committee?
Laura Alberti.
Anyone else? Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay. Another nomination for the Recreation Committee, same term, 2 years, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2026.
I nominate Carl Von Staunton.
Okay. Anyone else for this seat?
Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Abstain.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. Council President Sohar.
Yes.
6 yeses, 2 abstentions.
We have another Recreation seat available. Do we have any nominations?
Sam Ferraro.
Okay.
Anyone else? Hearing none, roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
We have another Recreation Committee seat. Do I have a nomination for that one?
Tony Tanselli.
Tony Tansinelli?
Yes.
Okay.
Tanselli.
It's 2 years.
And
They're all
same thing, 2 years, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2026.
Anybody else? Hearing none. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
What was the name?
Tony Tansinelli?
Abstain.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, or 6 yeses, 2 abstentions.
Okay. Next is a seat, again, Recreation, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2026.
Nominate Frank Santoro.
Anyone else? Hearing none. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay. This is the last seat for the Recreation. Again, it's the same term, 2 years, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2026.
Nominate Nick Body.
Anyone else? Hearing none. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Next is appointing members to the Rent Stabilization Board. There is a tenant position, which is 3 years, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2027. I'll nominate Glenda Page.
Anyone else for this position? Hearing none. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Next is an alternate tenant, Rent Stabilization Board, 3 years, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2027.
Nominate Ellen Stover.
Anyone else? Hearing none, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yeah.
Councilman Pasquity,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, next is Rent Stabilization Landlord, a 3-year term, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2027.
I nominate Gina Talamo.
Anyone else for this position? Hearing none, Councilman Asatuli,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Zoning Board of Adjustments, a member, it's a 4-year position, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2028.
I'd like to nominate James Sullivan.
Anyone else for this position? Hearing none, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity.
No.
No. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
6 yeses, 1 abstention, and 1 no.
Zoning Board of Adjustments, member, 4-year term, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2028. I can't believe I'm saying 2028. Oh, my God.
I'd like to nominate Dolores Gomez.
Anyone else for this position? Hearing none. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, Class A member of the governing body redevelopment agency, 1 year, 1/1/2025, 12/31/2025.
I nominate Kevin Garcia.
Anyone else?
Councilman Garcia.
Hearing none. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Abstain.
Councilman DePalma,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Pasquity,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, so this will complete the appointment of members to different boards. Thank you very much. Next will be our bill list, Mr. Garcia.
See ya.
Let me find it here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Bill list as of December 31st, 2024. Accounts payable, December 31, 2024, $756,202.03. Payroll, December 20, 2024, $1,232,543.75. Payroll overtime, December 20, 2024, $158,864.59, and that completes my report, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Garcia. Anna, our BA, can we have a breakdown of the overtime, please?
Sure. There were no major upticks in our last payroll. The amount is on the higher side due to the end of the year comp time payouts. The sworn police overtime for this payroll was $74,837.40. Deduct grants, $1,538.38. Deduct ETO, $57,528.63, for a total of $15,770.39, which was 196 men and women hours. We currently have 3 officers on light duty and 2 injured on duty. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I have a motion to approve the
Move
bill
it.
list?
Second.
Okay, moved by Mr. Pescitti, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Next will be report of the township clerk.
I have no report, Mayor.
Okay, report of the township attorney,
Nothing to report, Madam President.
and our administrative report, Anna.
Yes, thank you. I have a short report for you this evening. First of all, Happy New Year, everybody. Number 1, Christmas tree collection. Christmas tree collection begins this week in all wards, weather permitting. The Department of Public Works will continue to pick up through January 24th. For more information, please email publicworks@oldbridge.com. Number 2, Old Bridge High School varsity hockey captures the Community Cup for the first time. 4 years ago, Old Bridge High School hockey program started a friendly Community Cup game with Manalapan. They played in other tournaments that went on during the holiday break, but then with the recommendation of our Recreation Department, they asked the Old Bridge High School hockey team if they wanted to create the Community Cup to coincide with one of the biggest community blood drives in New Jersey, the Jessica Lenegro Community Blood Drive that runs twice a year in Old Bridge. Manalapan has won the last 3 games. This year, the game was tied 1-1 after regulation and overtime and went to a shootout where strong goaltending by Logan Schroeder and goals by Nick Gallo, Max Gorelick, and Kenny Doctors in 4 rounds led to a win and brought the Community Cup to Old Bridge.
Yay, we have to.
Old Bridge is now 5-1-2 and first place in the Greater Middlesex Conference standings. Jessica Lenegro was a long-life resident of Old Bridge who passed away on December 29, 2014. She was a teacher at Shira Elementary School and a cheerleading coach at Salk Middle School. Her family and friends began running blood drives in 2015 to honor her memory and help those in need. This Community Cup is another way to honor Jessica's legacy, and we are excited to have the cup back in Old Bridge. Congratulations to the Old Bridge High School varsity hockey team. Keep up
That
the
is
great
wonderful.
season.
What a nice thing. Very well.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, thank you very much. Does anyone have a question or a comment for Anna? No? Okay, seeing no hands, I'll take a motion to approve her administrative report.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pasquini.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Next will be the consent agenda. I would like to get a motion in second, and then we'll bring it back for people if they want separations.
Move it.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Councilman Asatuli, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes. C16 and C27.
C16, C27.
Yes.
Councilman,
Let me get it right so I don't get it. All right, C16.
C16 and C27.
All right, and C27. Okay.
Councilman Garcia?
I have none, thank you.
Councilman Murphy?
No, thank you.
Councilman Pasquini?
C9.
C9. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
No, thank you.
And Council President Sohar?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to take a vote
Balance,
on the
right.
balance of the consent agenda with the removal of C9, C16, and C27. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, next will be C9. Mr. Pasquini?
Yeah, I separated this because I wanted a little more information on what exactly these folks do for us. Because from my recollection, the last 7 or so years, it's been under $40,000, and now it's at $70,000. So I'd like to know what they're doing. Someone give me a brief?
Well,
Sure, Nicole, would you mind coming up real quick, please? As you know, they assist with our affordable housing, and we had quite a bit of around this past year, people applying for, all different types, I believe all the different renovations and all those things. So Nicole can speak more on that, as she's the one that works closely with them.
good evening. Happy New Year, Mrs. Shapiro.
So as Anna was saying, CGP&H are affordable housing administrative agents. They assist us when developments come in and are constructed, and then there's an affordable component. 20% of usually the units in an apartment building or in a residential development are for affordable. So they help us and assist us to work with the developers to ensure that there's deed restrictions on those units, as well as the housing for sale, and they guide us in that direction. They also work with us on our home improvement program. So currently, we offer assistance for residential homeowners for up to $25,000. That's case by case. It's usually about 20. It's capped at 20, and then there's a special needs waiver that goes to 25,000. They do everything, soup to nuts. Review the applications, then they see if the buyer qualifies. They have to income qualify for the home improvement program. Then they walk the homeowners through what improvements they need in their homes, and then they see if that qualifies for the home improvement program. And then they go out to a contractor that's qualified with the township to perform the work. And then with that, they award the project to that contractor. They take it all the way down to filing the lien on the property, so that at the end, if the homeowner was to sell the property, Old Bridge Township then gets paid back for that assistance. Their fee actually comes out of the affordable trust fund that we gather, and that money is from the developers. So if the developer chooses not to build the affordable units, they pay into the trust fund. That money then funds CGP&H's. I don't recall them being 40,000. I could have sworn for the last few years they were around 70,000, and that's because we had instituted back the Affordable Assistant Program for the Housing Improvement Program, and that's why their fee is a little bit higher. It's case by case. Each case is probably capped, their fee is capped at about $5K, and I assure you, it's a lot of work.
Okay, thank you, I'm satisfied.
That's a good program.
Yeah, I'd like to move it.
It really is. And people should take more advantage of it if they qualify, because it really is something that is good to offer everyone who has, an affordability issue and needs to do repairs on their home. Right?
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Yes, I moved it.
Second.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody else have a question?
No, Tony moved it.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
we
that's
just
right.
need a
Yeah,
second.
exactly.
John
Absolutely.
seconded?
John,
Councilman Murphy?
okay.
Roll call. Councilman Asatoulis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes,
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, next is C16, Mr. De Palma.
Yes. So the reason I separated this, I would like to move this to the next meeting, table it to the next meeting if possible, because the healthcare has been a pain in everybody's side in all aspects. The RFPs, when I was looking at them, they're 40 some odd pages long. I could not get through them. I want to make sure that we understand what we're doing. So it's okay that we can table this for next week, for the next meeting on the 28th?
You can, if
I move it.
council opts
Thank you, John.
that they do not want to proceed at this time, they can move the table, and then for the next meeting, you can put it back on the table.
Yeah, I think there was 138 pages of RFP for only 3 vendors, and getting through that is,
Doesn't hinder anyone's life and health insurance if we table it.
No, because they're our consultant, right? And then being on the state health benefits plan makes it a little bit easier, because we're not going out to shop. So that's when, when risk management, they play a larger part. But being that we're on safe health benefits makes it a little bit easier.
No, that's important. Continuation of benefits is crucial. So as long as we know that, then
Yes,
there's
it's-
something
So are
for
you making
people
a
to
motion?
decide.
I will motion to table.
Second? By Councilman Murphy. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
No.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
So we had 7 yeses to table to the January 28th meeting and 1 no.
Okay, and make it very clear to everyone that this does not change their health care in any way. So nothing is going to change or anything of that nature. I just want to make sure everybody knows that, okay? All right, thank you. All right?
Everybody said it.
Next is C27, Mr. DePalma.
Yes, I separated just to abstain. So if no one has any, I'll move it.
Okay, moved by Mr. DePalma, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Okay, roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma is abstaining. Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
7 yeses, 1 abstention.
Okay, next will be public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes. Is there anyone in the public this evening who wishes to come up and be heard?
Okay,
Good
the public
evening.
comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items in the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of your meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of your meeting. Are we still doing the not giving names, or are we?
I don't have no problem giving my name.
Are you in the portal?
I am, but I can give my name. I won't give my address. That's all.
Okay.
Mark Rizzoli, retired law enforcement. I'm here to comment upon the outrageous bill sponsored by Alex Sawicki about the COLA. The fact that he called it historical is insulting, that you need 10 years to receive a COLA coming from a part-time employee, coming from individuals who celebrated Chapter 78 but give themselves a raise, a part-time employee, and he's going to tell people who did 25-plus years he or she can't have a COLA until they're at least 10 years out. There's all kinds of other constraints. It's historically insulting. You have men and women who sacrificed everything and put their lives on the line on a daily basis. And in the blink of an eye, Chapter 78 took everything away. I hear conversations about health insurance. We all see the rise in the outrageous fees of health insurance. We're in a state where there's toll increases yearly, gas tax. I can go on. And I talk about this because Alex Sawicki represents Old Bridge. The man is beyond incompetent, okay? I'm here tonight because most retirees don't have a platform to speak upon. Let's face it, once you retire, most unions don't represent you. You're pretty much out there representing yourself. So I'm here to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. The fact of the matter is, Alex Sawicki should never get support again. This is nothing more than a political stunt with wasted bill after bill that he put up looking for a soundbite. When you read the bill, it's so insulting to anyone who paid into the system. For those who don't realize it, we make the highest pension payments in the state, and probably in America, and we're getting nothing for it. I mean, myself, I'm going on almost 10 years retired, but it's not about me, it's about everybody. Everybody who paid into the system. We have guys out 20, 30 years who retired counting on COLA. And to have a guy who represents this town sponsor a bill who's a part-time employee who conveniently gave himself a nice increase, as the state legislature did. This is the state of New Jersey who has tens of millions of dollars to finance their sanctuary state programs, and you had members of council here who support it. We've had protests outside this building to fund the police and anti-police protests sponsored by the local Democrat Party. So I am not going to tolerate. Public safety crosses party lines. Okay, Kevin's a retired cop. You have family that was on the job. We have people on the job here who have family who are retired. I can't tell you how many people are struggling. And when this guy Sawicki shows up looking for support, he should be turned away. Okay? Public safety has been under attack since day one. Chapter 78, contracts have been gutted. That's the new way now to defund the police. That's how they sneak it in. They gut contracts to where you can't recruit anyone. And that's going on throughout the state, regardless of where it's at. We see it in major cities. And to have people disrespected.
I'm sorry,
it's
that's your
beyond
time,
belief.
Mr.
No problem. Thank
Rizzoli.
you.
I'm sorry.
Very much. Is there anyone else that wishes to come up this evening and be heard? No? Okay. Seeing no hands, then I will close the public portion.
Council comments?
Okay, next is council member comments.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes. First, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody in 2025. And I want to say thank you. I'm very excited to officially serve my first term as an elected official here in Old Bridge. And I have to share something with everybody real quick. The people in this country and in these towns have spoken. They have voted, and the two most important things that they want: safe and prosperous town and country. That's the most important thing. I know you would all agree. So as elected officials on this dais, there's two jobs. It's for the people, the will of the people, and we're elected to serve the people. There was a saying from Abraham Lincoln many years ago, and I just figured it would work in 2025, and it should always work. Democracy is a rule of the people, for the people, and by the people. It means that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. The citizens of the country and the towns elect the government to rule the country, and the elected government work for the welfare of the people. I can guarantee you something. That's our job, and we will do that very eloquently, because we answer to the taxpayers, and the taxpayers have spoken, and what they want most is safety and a prosperous new year. And with this beautiful police department, and I see them all here, and the community that we have, and we're extremely fiscally responsible, I'm very excited to serve in this town. And the administration that's standing right there, thank you for all you have done for this town. Because the number one thing that we must do, don't get it twisted, is we work for the people. Period, full stop. I thank you, and everybody really have a wonderful new year. Thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Hi, thank you. First of all, as the only Democrat up here, I can say that I am completely for cost of living adjustments. So I know that there was reference to Democrats defunding the police, so I just want to stand here and say, not this Democrat. I also want to say, I see we have our law enforcement people here today. I appreciate you guys. And again, you know, as a Democrat, you know, I support you guys wholeheartedly, and, you know, I wish you all the best. I hope that we work to increase our staffing. I hope that we work to increase our wages for our officers. And, you know, I know that you guys are here today to just represent yourselves, and I just want you to know that I do support you guys. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a Happy New Year, and, you know, let's have a great 2025. Thank you.
Councilman De Palma.
Thank you. Just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy 2025, and to our offices please be safe through this year, and thank you all for your service. Thank you.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year to everyone. Like Mark said, speaker earlier, I as well support COLA. I haven't gotten a raise in 10 years, so I know what he's talking about. I was unaware of that bill, and I certainly wouldn't support it. But with that, we up here support the police. Guarantee we support the police, and we support all the residents in Old Bridge. Like Councilman Astulli said earlier, we do what's right for everybody. We try to do what's right for everybody. It may not seem like it, but we try to do the best we can with what we have. So just keep in mind, guys, we are on your side. We will try for you, for everybody in town. We try to help everybody as best we can. And we're here for the residents. That's really what it comes down to. So thank you again, and by all means, Happy New Year and all that fun stuff. Thank you.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes, I just like to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What I don't understand, there's usually 7 or 8 people here. I don't know what the crowd is here for. I see MUA, I see the cops, and I appreciate both of you. But if you just came here to wish me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, I appreciate it. What? Okay, thank you anyway.
Councilman Pasquini.
And Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Like it's been said, we absolutely support you guys. I personally pray for you, for your safety. When I see those photographs of, people plowing into police cruisers, it's a miracle no one got hurt. So I really appreciate you. We all appreciate you for what you do. Go out there and protect us and the residents. We really do appreciate what you do, and we don't take it lightly. So thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
First of all, it's good to see everyone, starting off the year, everyone together. So I'm glad you're here, so I can wish you, each one of you personally, a Happy New Year. Hope you're blessed with good health and good times and good fortune. And we are all on the same team, and we all want to work together for what's best for the town. Many blessings to you.
Council Vice President Sohar.
Thank you all for being here tonight, and again, Happy New Year to everyone. And I'm very happy in the current new administration in your department. I think that was a very big plus and a positive, and I think that's a start in a good direction. So I'm hoping that this year we can work together and support each other and come up with some very good initiatives that are good for you and also good for the residents. So I'm just really happy about this new administration. And I think under that leadership, we are going to have a lot of good things happen. And that's a positive. And I just really hope we can continue on in a positive direction. I support, everyone does, we support the mayor, we support the police chief. We want to have a very good, positive relationship. So hopefully we'll see you again. And again, Happy New Year and a healthy New Year to everyone. Have a great evening, and thank you for being here, and thank you for letting us know how you feel. Have a good night.
Can I have a motion to adjourn? Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Asatuli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes, thank you, and good night to everyone. Have a safe trip home.
Adjourn date 26, next meeting January 28th, 2025.